Tales of the Mare Inebrium, Spaceport Bar. Written by Dan L. Hollifield. Narrated by Craig Abbott. Welcome to the Mare Inebrium Spaceport Bar. I believe that a more formal introduction may be in order. The Comte de Saint-Germain, 1748. Where to begin? Well, I suppose a short origin story wouldn't be a lick amiss. Back in the late 1970s, I hadn't long been out of high school and had run through my college funds in just a few short years at the University of Georgia. I eventually found myself gainfully employed in a factory in Athens. Boring, repetitive, mind-numbing physical labor and I were not strangers at the time. After all, I did grow up on a farm. In order to fill the mental void of the long shifts at the factory, I began scribbling down various daydreams that my mind produced. In one well-worn little notepad, I chanced to record a few lines, narrative hooks, they're called. Possible opening lines to some putative story or other. It just so happened that in 1979, I dashed off a few words that seemed meaningful at the time. "That's the trouble with time travel," said the man with blue hair. Little did I know at the time what those innocent words would grow to be in the future. I kept that notepad, filling it eventually with other random thoughts. Then I filled several more. Time passed in the dull, plodding way that time seems to prefer when it dallies with a 20-something growing into a 30-something young man. I read thousands of science fiction and fantasy books, listened to a wide variety of different kinds of music. I collected comic books and textbooks and novels, and indulged myself in drawing, painting, attempting to learn how to play different musical instruments, and so on. I kept busy, in other words. I lived in a series of apartments with a series of roommates, one of whom proved especially adept at sparking my creativity. In one besotted evening, he and I came up with the idea of a bar located at the North Pole of Earth's moon. We joked about it for months, our literary influences battling with our alcoholic influences. After a few years, my friend left to pursue a real job, as well as the love of his life.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?